Welcome everybody to race 7 of the ISR Project Car Sunday League. This race is taking place at Laguna Seca. We're in the C1 class of road cars for this race today, so I've decided to pick the Evo 10 for this one. I think a couple of others have as well. We've also got 1 Series BMW and Mercedes A class. So we go on the qualifying lap now. Going to try and see what we can do. We're currently sitting in 4th, so we want to better this on our last lap of the session. So you get it quite nicely through the first couple of turns here, and this corner here was one I struggled on a little bit, kept running wide and catching the gravel a little bit. So it was kind of tricky in these cars. They're obviously not race cars like we've been used to previously, so the handling of them was a bit different. They're a lot slidier. I found that it was just four-wheel drifting everywhere and just not going the way you wanted to. I came up the hill now. This is another corner I had a little bit of difficulty with. Sometimes I would kind of slide out into the gravel on the exit there, so it's just enough to pick up the best line and see kind of how quickly you can take it in comparison to everybody else. But we're up to the corkscrew now, so I lost the car on the braking a couple of times up here throughout the race and stuff. It just kind of started squirming to the left and the right. We've got it quite nicely that time around. Got a nice long left-hander here, which is a corner again, one of those corners you can take a variation of lines, but trying not to go out in the gravel was the main thing. Here we come around the penultimate corner now, onto the final corner of the lap, and we're going to see how quickly we can get round and kind of where we can qualify. So we're sitting 4th at the moment. We are on a better lap than we have been previously, so it's all about improving that and seeing where we can get to. So with that qualifying session we stay 4th, but Zark took the pole. Stuart had his best qualifying ever in Sunday League with 2nd, Spin gets 3rd, myself 4th, Toby 5th, Lenny 6th, Colin 7th, Dougie 8th, and Chuck rounds out the field in 9th position. So we're going to jump into the race now and see if we can improve on that 4th place and try and get a podium at least. That is our I think I would say that's our main target, because Zark's quite quick around here in these cars, so podiums are the first thing we'll aim for. We're waiting for the lights to go out there. A little bit of a jump start from Spin there, and I just didn't get away at all. I just wasn't able to launch these cars. I practiced it a couple of times, but I just couldn't get them going with the handbrake in the first gear. It just wasn't working for me at all. But that's sent me down to pretty much dead last, so we've just got Chuck behind us. So we're sitting in 8th out of 9. Overall at the moment. We're going to try and see if we can work our way through. Dougie and Colin have a little bit of a coming together there. The cars stick together, so that's given me 2 places quite nicely. We've now got Stuart and Lenny just battling in front of us, so we're going to see if we can take another 2 positions from that. So it looks like Stuart didn't get the best of starts either. He's gone down from 2nd on the grid down to 5th at the moment, so we've both dropped some places now and let some others gain them. But later on that lap, we're right up behind Stuart there. He looked like he made a bit of a mistake through that corner, so we're going to see if we can take the inside up into the corkscrew. We're just in his inside now. He's still got the line, but we're the same on the brakes, but I just let it roll off a little bit more and try and take the position. But he turns into me and we catches the rear end, so that sends me right across the gravel, but we've got the position now, so despite the bumping and bashing, I've managed to make that position stick. But no, on the exit of the next corner, lost out in the gravel, but we're still up on the inside of him, so we're going to try and see if we can keep that position, which we have done. And now he's lost a position to Colin, so we've got Colin sitting behind us. On lap 3 now, they're just closing up to Lenny under braking, and then Stuart comes flying into the back of us. I think he just missed his braking point slightly there, gave us a bit of a nudge wide, but we've still got the position for now. We've just got to defend the inside from him on this corner, so we've got that nicely, just holding the line and kept that from him. But he is right on the back of us now. We know he was quick in qualifying. He got 2nd place overall, so he seems to be liking this car and track combination. But here we are later on lap 3. We've got that corner a little bit wrong there, so we lost quite a bit of speed, and he's looking to go around the outside here. It's not a corner you want to be overtaking on, so just kind of blocked him off there. He gives me a bit of a nudge as he tries to undercut, and that's him now. Got the inside as we got up the hill to the corkscrew, but we're still holding 5th place just for now. Well, here we are under braking now for the corkscrew. Take a little bit of the gravel on the inside. Turn in, and he's just on the inside there, but he wasn't able to make the move. And he's now cutting back. I'm going to go around the outside of this corner now. I seem to have got a little bit wrong on the turn in there, a little bit sideways, but no, it's worked out nicely in our favour, and we've managed to hold him off in that 5th place. But the next corner we've run wide onto the gravel, and that's surely given him that 5th place that he's been battling hard. But no, we got the inside into the final turn, just running wide a little bit there. A bit slow on the exit, we've let the cars ahead of us get away, but he is still there, he's still trying to fight hard and get that 5th place. So we're just down the start finish straight now, side by side. So he seems to have the inside there, but he comes right across and pushing me off the grass into the gravel. I think he said he had a bit of an issue when he went over the bump there that unsettled the car. But nevertheless, he's got that 5th place, and we're still right behind him. So we're going to see if we can make a move somewhere. Another 5 laps or so I've moved on, and we're now on lap 9, and he makes a mistake there. Loses the car a little bit, and kind of collects me as I go up the inside, but I've managed to get that 5th place back from him on lap 9 now. We're going to try and see if we can catch up with Lenny and everybody else that's up in front of us. So on to lap 10 we go. Sure, it's right behind us, but I make a mistake into that left-hander there. That I said that in qualifying, that I made a mistake there a couple of times, and that mistake this time has given a place away to Stuart, so he's now taking 5th place back once again. And I'm settling for 6th at the moment, so I'm going to try and see if we can follow him to catch up with the other guys, or make a move on him somewhere and catch up. But there you go, just a couple of corners later he makes a mistake, and that's given me the 5th place again. So we're just swapping positions left, right and centre here with all the mistakes that we're making. And Spen ends up going in the pits there, so we've ended up getting 4th place off Spen, thankfully. But we're on lap 11 now, and they just lose the back end ever so slightly there, and that gives Stuart that place once more. So just kind of caught the gravel on the exit there, and that just unsettled the car a little bit too much, and he's now got that 4th place. We're still right behind him though, so we're not giving up. We're on lap 11 out of 28, so we've still got quite a bit to go. So we'll just sit behind him. But not much happened in that lap. We're on to lap 12 now, so coming down under braking for turn 1. Stuart brakes very, very early there, and I managed to get a move done round the outside to take that 4th place. So I don't know, I think he said he had a bit of an issue on the braking, the car just kind of pulled to the left on him there, so it's not what he wanted, but I managed to take that position off him now anyway. On to lap 14, we've got both, we've got Lenny and Toby in the pits even, sorry, and then lap 15, Zark was in the pits, so the race leader has pitted in. Both myself and Lenny have continued on, so we go there with Zark on the left there, so we've just passed him now to take that 2nd place. So as you can see with the tyres on the bottom right of the screen there, there's a lot of tyre wear which everybody was suffering with, but myself and Lenny seem to have stayed out the longest so far. But the next lap on now, so lap 16, as you can see there goes Lenny jumps into the pits, so I'm going to continue on for yet another lap. Although the tyres were wearing out, I would seem to be handling them quite well. I was doing quicker laps than I had been previously, or thereabouts anyway. So we've got lap 19 here now, so we're still staying out, going on for another lap yet again. I'll make a mistake into that final turn, so that could be a sign of the tyres finally giving in on me, despite the tyre wear pretty much being non-existent. But what that's done is that's given Zark the run alongside me now, so he's come up and taken that 1st position off me. But I was still going with the tyres. I wasn't feeling too bad with the tyres, although they were going off. I had a nice lead for 30-40 seconds over the car in 3rd place, so I thought I could go to the end. But the issue I had was with fuel. So although I could have gone to the end on the tyres, even though they weren't the best, could have held out and kept the 2nd place, but because of the fuel, had to put in, refuel the car, and see if we can come back out in front of Toby. But no, hit the wall. I don't know if it's because I was going too fast in the pits or what, but I think a couple of other people had the issue where the car would just run into the wall in the pit lane. So that's lost me a little bit of time. I've got damage as well. I repaired it when I was in the pits, but as you'll see in the next couple of laps, I don't think it really did much good for me. But we're racing in the pits now, going to try and get out the pit lane just before Toby. Toby and Lenny, they're coming down the start-finish straight now, so we've come out just ahead of them. It's just a case of now navigating this 1st corner without any issues at all, and keeping that 2nd place, which we seems to have done at the moment. So there we go, yes, we're still ahead of Toby and Lenny. But later on that lap, this corner once again proving to be my Achilles heel, running a little bit wise. It didn't lose me a lot of time, but it lost me enough time on several occasions to put me under pressure from the car behind, and that's what it's done this time around. So we've got Toby looking to make a move around the outside of the corkscrew here, and that is exactly what he's looking to do. So he's still there behind me, or beside me at least anyway. There he is, he's behind me in the mirror now, as you can see there, so it's just holding that from him nicely. But running out wide onto the gravel, it's the 2nd time we've done that badly in this race, and that's let Toby get up the inside, and we've got a little bit of a tag from Lenny behind in 4th. So on to lap 26 now, just coming around to lap Chuck, he's just in front of us there. I'm not sure what happened in the corner, but that's put me completely out of sync now. I ended up losing a lot of time through the corner there. Lenny was able to take that at his normal speed, and that's put him right up behind us on the outside now. So we're going in the start-finish straight, a little bit of a touch there, but he's looking to go around the outside and make the move before he gets to turn 1. But I'm going to hold this up the inside and run it as much as I can. Ran a little bit too deep into turn 1, and that's Lenny come back up the inside now. So we're still side by side, but he seems to have got the good run out of that corner. So we've only got 2 laps to go, so looks like we've got a battle here for the podium. But Lenny's the one who's got the upper hand just at the moment. So he's there just sitting ahead of me now. Going to try and see if we can keep that 3rd place. Now, yeah, I am on newer tyres than him, but after pitting, everybody seemed to be struggling with the new tyres as it was. Here we are, lap 28, wasn't able to do anything so far, so we're running down to turn 1, a little bit later on the brakes than him, just giving a little tap up the rear, go, look, right, I'm here Lenny, I'm going to come and try and take this 3rd place off in this last lap, and that was what I was wanting to do. I told you at the start I was going to try and aim for a podium, and we're currently sitting in my starting position, but we want to go at least 1 better anyway. Lenny's the guy who's in front of me in the championship as well, so he is one of the ones that we need to overtake and need to beat. Spins behind us in the race as it is, so that's he's in 2nd, so we're close up on him anyway. But lap 28 so far, nothing's really happening. We just haven't been able to get close enough at all. Like I said, I think the damage I had when I went into the pits has affected me, and I couldn't get close to anybody. Toby got past and pull away, Lenny's got past and he's staying ahead, and running wide once again there seems to have sealed the positions for this race. So looks like Lenny's getting the 3rd and I'm getting the 4th. Unless he makes a mistake in this last corner. Maybe? No. Nope. Got that nicely. Both of us got a nice turn there. Got a bit of a better one than he did, but on the exit he's just accelerating away, even though I've got the slipstream, so have to settle for 4th place sadly, but that's okay, that's where we started anyway. So we've got Zark came home to win, Toby got 2nd, Lenny got another standing stay, I got 3rd, but Lenny got 3rd, I got 4th, Stuart 5th, Dougie 6th, and Chuck runs out the field in 7th position. Both Colin and Spin disconnected as far as I'm aware. But that's all for round 7 of the championship. We shall see you all next week for race 8. Thanks so much for watching.